This episode of Film Riot is brought to you by Domain.com. Welcome to Film Riot. Read stuff.
Why are you pouting?
And answer it. What?
Why are you pouting?
I'm not pouting. I'm trying to do something different. It's like smolder a little bit.
Looks like you're pouting.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, how about now?
No.
No. How about?
We'll just go on.
Okay.
We'll just go on.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Mail sack, taking a look in Riot's mail sack.
Slider or jib? If you can only get one. I would say slider because a slider I could do more stuff with and it's more towards my style. You can get all the dolly shots, but like with Kessler sliders, which we showed in one of the paper production episodes, you can put it all the way to the end of the slider, lock it there, and then with your tripod actually use that as kind of a jib. I mean, a jib, you can do some kind of like dolly shot type stuff with it, but you're getting like this arc, which could be cool, but most of the time it's not what I'm going for. So I would go slider. Rai, can Josh get slapped? Yes, but he's been working out. He's got the guns. I'm a little afraid of him. Pretty sure he's been practicing some kind of ninjutsu or whatever it's called. I only know chick chick boom, and I don't have a gun. So I don't, you do it. What's the difference between a rack focus and a focus pull? It's just different terminology, really. I mean, I could focus pull, call it a focus pull when it's a rack focus. I mean, really a rack focus is usually fast. So if you see me in the foreground and Josh in the background, we would rack focus to Josh, meaning we pull the focus from me to Josh, and it would usually be pretty quick. Pulling focus usually denotes keeping focus on the subject you're trying to keep. So if I say we're gonna rack focus to, again, we're switching focus, we're switching our subject. Pulling focus is usually, when I use that terminology, it's, the focus puller keeping the focus as we follow Josh or a subject or something like that. But really, they're somewhat interchangeable. My offering to you, Ryan Conley? My firstborn child. I will eat your baby. Beanie Guy Ride, do you consider Josh your main actor, and why? I do consider him my main actor. I mean, it started because, it was just a group of people that were willing to do it, and then Josh I found very funny. His acting sense of humor coincides very much with the things I like to write, and he's my brother, so he works for cheap, so that helps. It's like, I don't know, it's like, Film Riot, it's like me and you, the core Film Riot, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the host and the filmmaker, and you're like the actor, the main actor, and then everybody else kind of fluctuates.
Yeah. Weird.
I don't know, that had nothing to do with nothing. There you go. What are your greatest fears in pursuing a career in the industry? How do you push past them? Well, my greatest fear is failing miserably and not being able to do the thing that I absolutely adore and show it to people. I mean, I don't have to be the most successful. I don't really care. I mean, I don't have to make tons of money. Don't really care. And I don't need millions to watch it. I just, want some kind of an audience and to be able to make my living doing what I love. So, I mean, I guess the greatest fear would just be not being able to do what I love. Push past it, I never really had a problem with it. I just ignore that and keep trucking. I don't let failure get in my way because, like I've said a million times, failure to me is the bridge to success. You have to fail to be able to succeed. So every failure, I look at it as a stepping stone, a learning block, if you will. I learn from it and I move on, and every time without fail, the next thing is 10 times better because of that failure. So whatever fear you have, just freaking ignore that crap. Keep pushing. You and Josh have sexy hair. What is your favorite process of the fantasy potatoes? You can read it for yourself. I'm not reading it. Oh, my favorite. It's just everything. I love everything. Man, that's hard. I just love creating a world, this universe that characters live in, and then figuring out a way to tell this story that is just extremely compelling to an audience. I don't just coming up with moments, and I think moments I think are one of my favorite things in filmmaking. Take Tell, the ladder attic scene, building to that moment. And it's not just that one moment. It's not just writing that one moment or shooting that one moment or editing that one moment. It's everything around it too, because to get there, for that moment to work, everything around it has to support it. But I know if I do all these things, well, I hope if I do all these things, once we get to that moment, it will be effective and it's going to, you know, cause a big reaction, hopefully, in the audience. I love that stuff. It's like this mathematical equation that you have to figure out, but it's all psychological. I love it. I love it. Last question. Have you ever bitten off more than you could chew on a project? Thankfully, not yet, but that, you know, someday it may happen. I've done things at sort of an incremental sort of deal where it's, you know, I take steps. I've done things on a slow burn, taking one step at a time, making sure I'm ready for each one, because, you know, I know that you don't get that many chances in this industry, so I'm trying to be cautious about things and do things only when I know that we're ready for them and not be impatient. Domain.com saves lives.
Really?
They save lives. Can I explain to you how?
You can.
Let me explain to you how.
Explain it.
Say you have a business. You have a business and you sell things, right?
Right.
Now you want to get those things to a potential buyer, yes?
Yes.
How are you going to do that?
A website?
Hold the phone. There are no such things as websites.
Oh my God.
What are you going to do?
I don't know, Ryan.
You're going to go door to door. You're going to cross streets. You're going to visit strange houses trying to sell your knife set.
What is this?
Yeah. Knock, knock, knock. Can I come in and sell my knife set?
Stab.
Sure. Stab, stab, stab.
Wow. Wow.
But now, let me tell you something. We live in a world where domain.com exists. So now what? Safety. You do it from your home. You create a website of your business of knives sellery, and then if there's some crazy person who wants to buy knives and stab you with it, they can't because they're buying it from your website and it's going to be shipped to them. Thanks to domain.com. And let me tell you something, when you get to your please don't stab me and buy my knives.com, you know what? Get a .net. You have the .com, get the .net too. Or if somebody already stole that wonderful, just delicious name and they have the .com for it, get the .net. They should have got themselves the .net too. They should have protected their brand, but they didn't, and now you got yourself a sweet .net. You will find immediately all the goodies that come along with getting yourself a .net for your brand and getting a .net from domain.com. Can I tell you something? It's affordable. $8.99 a year affordable, and you can even drop that down more by using the coupon code FilmRiot at checkout. Get 15% off. So you're selling knives safely, 15% off. Already affordable. I don't know. You know what else? What else can I possibly say? Save your family's life.
Domain.com.
Use domain.com.
Don't get stabbed.
Domain.com. Don't get stabbed. Logo. So that's it for today, which means it's time for me to go swim in a pool of money. Like Scrooge McDuck. I don't believe that it's possible for him to have done that. That's a concussion.
What?
He swam in coins.
Or
like it was water.
Oh.
I don't believe it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't buy it.
I'm confused.
But now it's time for my short film suggestion of the week. This one is called Jonah, which you can find on Vimeo. It is a great short film with great pacing, a really good story, a twist on that classic tale, and good acting, and more importantly, one of the things that wowed me the most was their use of visual effects to help tell the story. I mean, they are flashy, they are in your face, but they're very much a part of the story. It's not anything that's, you know, there for no reason or just trying to be pretty. It's actually a big part of the story and really getting across the theme that they're trying to tell. Definitely check it out and go to their page as well to see the VFX breakdown. It is very impressive what they pulled off with so little. They did a splendiferous job. So check that out, and I'll see you guys next week.